wake up to Rodney, Monday morning, back to teaching, a lot to go on. Right, so let me explain something to you. And it's something that it's taken me a long while to learn myself. And let me just turn this fan down. Right, it's taken me a long while to learn as well. Right, so to teach at like a normal secondary school, for example, is not the same skill set as lecturing at university, for example. In the same way that to achieve something excellent in life is not the same mindset or work set of skills as achieving something normal in life. Now, yes, anybody can achieve something great, anybody can, but it's a different set of skills. And I'm not talking about having a child, and I'm not talking about those type of domestic things. I'm talking about achieving a level of status, that is hard to achieve. And it's like someone said the other day, doesn't matter whether you're the richest people in the world or the poorest people in the world, if you've got a set of friends who you can have a laugh with and have a beer with, then, or have a gin with, then you're already rich. So I'm not talking about that level, so take that out of your mind. I'm talking about achieving, for example, your own successful business, or a level of status, or a master's degree or a doctorate or something like that. Something that most people can't or don't do, because the level of work or the level of skill that you need to apply is different. Now, let me give you an example. What you've got now is where people have found that if they play the victim, they get the same or similar adulation or attention as they would to someone who's worked really hard and achieved something great. And that's because there's more people who want to look as if they're empathetic to victims than there are people who want to be strong and overcome these things. And I've got a perfect example. Now, years ago, I got in trouble because I'll explain to you. So I'm in the class, I'm in school, and the head teacher of the school, in his morning assembly to all the staff, he said, all pupils to take off their coat. That's what he said. So, now if anyone's done leadership training, which I've done leadership training, in any group, there's the child, an adult, and a parent. Doesn't matter, in any business negotiation, that's what it is. So in that assembly, I was a child because I was being told by the parent, who is the headmaster, head teacher, to make sure all pupils have their coat off. So, fast forward to the lesson, and one girl decided to not take off her coat, and it was one of them big duffel coats, really big padded coats. So everyone else has taken their coats off except this girl. Now, as I've gone through the register, I know that this girl is of Albanian descent. Yo, what the heck? I know that this girl is of Albanian descent. So I've made a joke because I said, are you going to take your coat off? She said no. So I've asked her a direct question. So I've then jokingly said to her, is your dad in the Albanian mafia? Or no, I said, not Albanian mafia. I just said, is your dad in the mafia? Yeah, I didn't say Albanian mafia. Is your dad in the mafia? And she said no. So it's a direct question. She said no. So I said, so why do you think that you can keep your coat on? Take it off, please. To which she did. However, it was said jokingly and whatever. So anyway, a couple of days later, I'm now in the headmaster's office. And the mum, who's English, this girl was not full Albanian. Her mum was English and her dad was Albanian. So the mum had sent this big email, huge email into school, explaining Albanian culture. She's not even Albanian. Explaining Albanian culture and how it upsets them and all that. I said, don't tell me. Tell the producer of Gangs of London. Don't tell me, the producer of the program Gangs of London. Tell them. So anyway, I got told off and he got pushed under the carpet. But that girl, instead of bouncing back and going, well, making a joke back or a bit of banter or anything like that, she played the victim. I never spoke to that girl again, ever, 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 ever. Now, one of my best mates is Albanian, Silvano, and Silvano said, do you want me to speak to this girl's dad? I'm like, no, relax, man, relax. Don't need no dramas. Yeah, because in Albanian culture, the mum wouldn't be sending massive emails into school, so you knew straight away that the mum was English and not Albanian. Anyway, contrast that now to an Albanian student in my degree class. She's applying for asylum or whatever it is. She's Albanian. She's been through some real hardship, and she's one of my hardest working students. Calls me sir or teacher. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. Yeah. Now, look at the contrast. One girl playing the victim who hasn't been through any hardship at all. Yeah. Her mum's English. Playing the victim, crying, all this type of thing, giving me dirty looks around the school, was never in my class again. Yeah, so playing the victim, everyone's violins out. Another girl who's actually been through some hardship and has had to work hard to be in the UK, has had to work hard to be in my class. Respectful, hard-working. Now, the first girl, probably at university now. She's already been in this system where she's realised to get attention, play the victim. Whereas the girl who I was teaching in my previous role, working hard, putting a shift in, showing respect, showing gratefulness for the situation that she's in. This is the point that I am making. Don't play the victim, become a winner. Play the victim. You've already signed up to that lower level, that lower denominator of attention. You've already signed up for it. So now you will expect that. You because you've got it at a young age, you will now expect that. So whoever, I don't even know that girl's name, the first girl, the victim girl. Yeah, I don't even know her name. I could walk past her tomorrow and I wouldn't even know who she was. Yeah. So my point with her is, because she's chosen to play the victim, she can never be a winner unless she understands her mistake. Now, you could say to me, but Matt, don't have banter.
Use the left lane.
Don't have banter with these people because they don't understand it. But that's not true. They do. It's just the victims who don't. The people who play victim
use the left
who
lane
don't.
To take the A453
It's happened before. A girl I was teaching, and this girl just kept shouting out. She just kept shouting out, no hand up, no sense to what she was saying, just shouting out, just shouting out, just shouting out, just shouting out. This is a 15-16-year-old pupil in my lesson, just shouting out. So you can imagine how frustrating it was as a teacher. So I said to her, have you got Tourette's or something? Why do you keep shouting out? This girl goes home. Oh, Dad, the teacher said I got Tourette's. Oh, I didn't say you've got Tourette's. I asked her if she had Tourette's. Now, so then they called me in and said, oh, but do you know that, that could really upset her and this, that and the other. I'm like, what is the world coming to?
In a quarter of
I didn't
an
say
hour,
she had
the
Tourette's. I asked her
take
if
the
she
first
had
exit
Tourette's.
onto Remembrance Way,
So if she can't even
8453.
relay to you the correct wording of what I said, then this girl is not credible anyway. So again, my point is playing the victim. Now, in each circumstance, they said, did you say that this girl had Tourette's? I said exactly what I said. I said no. What I said was, now you see, children are children, or pupils are pupils, or whatever you want to call them. They can get things wrong. They can completely lie.
Exit the roundabout onto Remembrance
Staff
Way.
can completely lie, so
Remembrance
you can
Way
expect
for
the
5
same from
miles.
pupils. Because I could tell you plenty of times about staff lying. And it's always the same. It's that once you've and I always say, pupils who play the victim become adults who play the victim, and they want the attention without the work, without the effort, without the skill set, without coming out of their comfort zone. And I keep saying this same thing. I had a friend who, when needed to be a friend, when needed to show his friendship and needed to just tell the truth, that's all he needed to do was tell the truth. Didn't need to do anything. He did everything but. And this was my point, or is my point. You get out of life what you put in. Now, I'm not saying my life's better than his or theirs or whatever. I'm just saying that you move up in life, because my skill set was never to stay at that level, but their skill set is to stay at that level. So it's not better or worse. It's just that it's a different set of skills to earn 65 grand a year than it is to earn 32 grand a year. So when someone's holding on to that 32 grand a year job, like, oh, 32 grand a year, oh my gosh, 32 grand a year, is completely different to 65 grand a year. The mindset's different, the responsibility's different, the requirements are different. And then when you add on other things, blah, 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 and you're touching 6 figures, yeah, again, it's another different set of skills, it's a different mindset, it's a different approach. It's, however you look at it, it is different. Because can someone who earns 6 figures work and earn 32 grand a year? Yes, it's possible. Can someone who's, oh man, beautiful Kestrel, can someone who earns 6 figures, can someone who earns, all right, not 32, maybe 42, let's say he was on 42, can someone who earns 42, yeah, earn 6 figures with the same set of skills? The answer is no, which is why they play the victim. It's like, let me give you an example, and I think this was and I'm linking this to sport. So Tyson Fury's always had a big opinion of himself, but when he fought that American guy, and he was getting twisted all over the place, until that American guy tried to box on the inside, got caught in a corner, and Tyson Fury took him out. Now, Tyson Fury, as you know, spoke about mental health and stuff like that. Now, I'm saying this. I love everything Tyson Fury does. But when he talks about mental health, I switch off personally. And the reason why I switch off is because I think his message, and I don't think his message is victim, which is why I don't listen to it. I think his message is, look at where I've been, look at where I am. Now, that is the right message to have. Look at where I've been, look at where I am. He was down and out against Deontay Wilder. Alright, he got helped, but he got up and he won the round. I'm trying to think of another situation. I had one in my mind. Yeah, I had one in my mind this morning. I should have wrote it down. But again, so are you asking me? Are you asking me? Why did Tyson Fury, someone with all those kids and all that money and all that skill, why did he contemplate suicide? Why?
In half a mile,
Now, I don't know why. Only he can tell you why. And the reason probably why is because of the juice. The juice is, for Tyson, doing something. Immediately he's not doing something, it becomes depressive for him because he always needs to be doing something. Now, that is completely understandable. And it's the same. That was it. So it's exactly the same way as when I talk about playing. So Tyson Fury switched from playing the victim to calling people you big dosser, you silly sausage. That's the Tyson Fury because it's the juice for him. Now, I link it to the same way. These women on TikTok who are showing off the waters, showing off the juice bags, yeah. But then, in the same messages, oh, men are so boring, men are so obvious, dating's really bad, I'm single, don't DM me. But then all the pictures, all the videos, all the things of them dancing with the bags out. So they're dancing with the bags out, but then get upset when men message them. And again, it's the same thing. If you're single and loads of men are messaging you because you got the juice bags out, yeah, don't be surprised that most of them will be low value men. Most of them will be low value men. Why? Because high value men don't need to go on TikTok to look at women with the juice bags out to start dating. So therefore, they're not going to date you. They're not going to be messaging you. They're not going to be DMing you. Because they don't have to. So why do these women think that dancing with the juice bags out when single is going to get them a high value man, the man that they want, that's going to stop them dancing with the juice bags out? It's not a business transaction. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't equate. So again, these people, what are they looking for? They're looking for validation. They're looking for victims. So when they start telling that story, yeah, oh, these men DM me and all saying the same thing and and I just say that I'm not single because really I am single, but I don't like all the men DMing me. It's rubbish. It's idiocy. That's all it is. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. It's funny. And I'm sure if all the men stopped messaging all these women, all those videos would dry up immediately. Would dry up. In the same way that if people stopped loving Tyson Fury, yeah, he would, you know, no. Let's not go down there, because I like Tyson Fury and I think the message that he portrays is really good. He just sometimes says it in the wrong way. But my message this morning is quit the victim, quit it. If you want to achieve in life, start operating that different set of skills. Start working on that different skill set. And then you find out that you will start to achieve. The minute I unlocked that skill set and took myself away from the idiocy, what the heck?
Exit the
Yeah,
roundabout onto
I
Clifton
started
Lane,
to
then
blossom
take
as
the
a
exit
person.
towards Grantham.
Listen, like and subscribe, guys. See you in a bit. Bye.